Welcome back. We are going to be continuing in Judges chapter 9, which is Abimelech, the son of Jerubbaal, his conspiracy. So, Jerubbaal is, let's see, who is Jerubbaal? Jerubbaal, the son of Joash. So, that's who Jerubbaal is. But let me, sorry, since we're here. Um, okay. It's just another name of Gideon. Okay. First appeared in Judges chapter 6 after Gideon tears down the altar of Baal. And so basically throughout Judges 7 and 8, which is what we read, Gideon is sometimes called Jerubbaal. Okay, see, this is why I have to always look things up because, you know, again, I'm like, wait, who's Jerubbaal again? Yeah, because like in chapter 8, verse 29, then Jerubbaal, the son of Joash, went and dwelt in his own house. Gideon had 70 sons who were his own offspring, for he had many wives. So those are the same people. Um, and now the son of, okay, house of Jerubbaal. Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on. Sorry, that was just 2 minutes of discussing who we're going to be talking about next. Chapter 9 is Abimelech's conspiracy. Then Abimelech, the son of Jerubbaal, Gideon, went to Shechem to his mother's brothers and spoke to them with all the family of the house of his mother's father, saying, by the way, this is a really long chapter, 57 verses. Please speak in the hearing of all the men of Shechem, which is better for you, that all 70 of the sons of Jerubbaal reign over you, or that one reign over you. Remember that I am your flesh and bone. And his mother's brothers spoke all those words concerning him in the hearing of all the men of Shechem, and their heart was inclined to follow Abimelech, for they said, he is our brother. So they gave him 70 shekels of silver from the temple of Baal, Bereth, with which Abimelech hired worthless and reckless men, and they followed him. Then he went to his father's house at Ophrah and killed his brothers, the 70 sons on Jerubbaal, on one stone. Oh my gosh. Because remember, Gideon had 70 sons. But Jotham, the youngest son of Jerubbaal, was left because he hid himself. And all the men of Shechem gathered together, all of the Beth Milo, and they went and made Abimelech king beside the terebinth tree at the pillar that was Shechem. Interesting. So he went to his, and by the way, Gideon had multiple baby mamas. Okay, so when Abimelech went to his mother's brother, so like obviously he didn't involve his siblings. Um, yeah, their heart was inclined to follow Abimelech, and they gave him 70 shekels of silver. And so he used that money to hire like literally gangsters to kill all 70 of his brothers. Very, 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 very cutthroat, literally. Verse 7. Now when they told Jotham that he went and stood up and he went and stood up on Mount Gerizim and lifted his voice and cried out, and he said, listen to me, you men of Shechem, that God may listen to you. The trees once went forth to anoint a king over them, and they said to the olive tree, reign over us. But the olive tree said to them, should I cease giving my oil, with which they honor God and men, and go sway over the trees? Then the tree said to the fig tree, you come and reign over us. But the fig tree said to them, should I cease my sweetness and my good fruit, and go sway over trees? Then the trees said to the vine, you come and reign over us. But the vine said to them, should I cease my new vine, which cheers both God and men, to sway over trees? Hmm. Then all the trees said to the bramble, you come and reign over us. And the bramble said to the trees, if in truth you anoint me as king over you, then come and take shelter in my shade. But if not, let fire come out of the bramble and devour the cedars of Lebanon. Now therefore, if you have acted in truth and sincerity in making Abimelech king, and if you have dwelt well with Jerubbaal and his house, and you have done to him as he deserves, for my father fought for you, risked his life, and delivered you out of the hands of Midian. But you have risen up against my father's house this day and killed his 70 sons on one stone, and made Abimelech, the son of his female servant, so like his side chick, kind of. I guess they'd be equivalent to that. King over the men of Shechem, because he is your brother. If then you have acted in truth and sincerity with Jerubbaal and with his house this day, then rejoice in Abimelech, and let him also rejoice in you. But if not, let fire from Abimelech and devour the men of Shechem and Beth Millo, and let fire come from the men of Shechem and from Beth Millo and devour Abimelech. And Jotham ran away, and he went to Beer and dwelt there, for fear of Abimelech and his brother. Well, yeah, he's kind of ruthless, but Jotham, who's Jotham? Let me double check. We're just doing this Bible study together, and this is just the way I'm going to have to read the Bible, because otherwise I'm just... Who is Jotham? Youngest son of Gideon. Okay. All right. The one that I forgot. It literally just said the one that fled. Jotham. Verse 22. After Abimelech had reigned over Israel 3 years, God sent a spirit of ill will between Abimelech and the men of Shechem, and the men of Shechem dealt treacherously with Abimelech. You reap what you sow, you know? That the crime done to the 70 sons of Jerubbaal might be settled, and their blood be laid on Abimelech their brother who killed them, and on the men of Shechem who aided him in killing his brothers. And the men of Shechem set men into the ambush against him on the tops of the mountains, and they robbed all who passed by them along that way. And it was told Abimelech. Now Gal the son of Ebed came with his brothers and went over to Shechem, and the men of Shechem put their confidence in him. So they went out into the fields and gathered grapes for their vineyards and trod them and made them merry. And they went into the house of their God and ate and drank and cursed Abimelech. Now Gal, the son of Ebed. Then Gal, okay, we still get, so Gideon, oh my gosh, Gideon was the judge. My goodness, now there's no judge right now. Then Gal, the son of Ebed, said, who is Abimelech and who is Shechem, that we should serve him? Is he not the son of Jerubbaal? And is not Zebul his officer? Serve the men of Hamor and father of Shechem, but why should we serve him? If only this people were under my authorities, then I would remove Abimelech. So he said to Abimelech, increase your army and come out. Okay, so who is Gal, the son of Ebed? Let's see here. Who is Gal, son of Ebed? So basically, he is, that's it. We're not giving much background on him. He seems like, basically, it says he seems like an outsider. So when When Zebul, the ruler of the city, heard the words of Gal, the son of Ebed, his anger aroused, and he sent messengers to Abimelech, secretly saying, "Take note, Gal, the son of Ebed, and his brothers have come to Shechem, and here they are fortifying the city against you. Now therefore get up by night, you and the people who are with you, and lie in wait in the field. And it shall be as soon as the sun is up in the morning that you shall rise early and rush upon the city. When he and the people who are with him come out against you, you may then do to them as you find opportunity." So Abimelech and all the people who were with him rose by night and lay in wait against the Shechem in four companies. When Gal, son of Ebed, went out and stood in the entrance of the gate, Abimelech and the city and the people who were with him rose from lying in wait. When Gal saw the people, he said to Zebul, "Look, people are coming down from the tops of the mountain." But Zebul said to him, "You see shadows of the mountains as if they were men." So Gal spoke again and said, "See, people are coming down from the center of the land, and another company is coming from the diviner's terebinth tree." Mhm. Then Zebul said, "Where indeed is your mouth now, with which you said, 'Who is Abimelech that we should serve him?' Are not these people whom you despise? Go out, if you will, and fight with them now." So Gal went out, leading the men of Shechem, and fought with Abimelech. And Abimelech chased him, and he fled from him, and many fell wounded to the very entrance of the gate. Then Abimelech dwelt in Aramah, and Zebul drove out Gal and his brothers, so they would not dwell in Shechem. And it came on this day that the people went out into the field, and they told Abimelech. So he took his people, divided them into three companies, and lay wait in the field. And he looked, and there were the people coming out of the city. He rose against them and attacked them. Hmm. Attacked who? And there were the people coming out of the city. Okay. So I thought okay. Then Abimelech and the company that was with him rushed forward and stood at the entrance of the gate of the city, and two other companies rushed upon all those who were in the fields and killed them. So Abimelech fought against the city all day. He took the city and killed the people who were in it, and he demolished the city and sowed it with salt. Now, when all the men of the tower of Shechem had heard that, they entered the stronghold of the temple of the god Berith. Now, who is Berith? Wow. I'm not going to lie. These verses are very rich in like history. So, God of God. How did they say that? God beareth. God beareth. Baal beareth, also called El beareth, Lord of the covenant. So basically, big picture, Baal beareth represents the counterfeit covenant, a false source of identity, security, and power instead of trusting the Lord. And the result is chaos. So he's kind of like the god of chaos. All right. So went over to Berith. Now, where were we? My goodness. Verse 47. And it was told Abimelech that all the men of the tower of Shechem were gathered together. Then Abimelech went to Mount Zaman, and he and all the people who were with him. And Abimelech took an axe in his hand and cut down the bow from the trees and took it and laid it on his shoulder. Then he said to the people who were with him, What you have seen me do, make haste and do as I have done. So each of the people likewise cut down their own bough and followed Abimelech, put them against the stronghold, and set the stronghold on fire above them, so that all the people in the tower of Shechem died, about 1,000 men. Put them, what? And set a strong. Did he kill Oh my goodness. Okay. Abimelech went to Mount Zamon, and he and all the people who were with him. And Abimelech took an axe. So each of the people likewise cut down their own bow, followed Abimelech, put them against. What? All the people of the tower of Shechem. Okay. All right. I'm going to need a visual for this later. Then Abimelech went to Thebez, and he encamped against their Thebez and took it. And there was a strong tower in the city, and all the men of the woman, all the people of the city fled there and shut themselves in. Then they went to the top of the tower. So Abimelech came as far as the tower and fought against it, and he drew near the door of the tower to burn it with fire. But a certain woman dropped an upper millstone on Abimelech's head and crushed his skull. I tell you what, this is one bloody chapter. Then he called quickly to the young man, his arm bearer, and said, "Draw your sword and kill me, lest men say of me, a woman killed him." So his young man thrust him through, and he died. Dang, definitely can't get killed by a woman. How embarrassing. And when the men of Israel saw that Abimelech was dead, they departed, every man to his place. Thus God prepaid the wickedness of Abimelech, which he had done by his father by killing his 70 brothers. And all the evil of the men of Shechem God returned on their own heads, and on them came the curse of Jotham, the son of Jerubbaal. Tola, Judges chapter 7. Let's go. Tola. Tola is the son of Pua, son of Dodo from the tribe of Issachar. He lived in Ephraim. He has a little short. Oh my gosh, he has only 2 verses. After Abimelech, this is Judges chapter 10. After Abimelech there arose to save Israel Tola, the son of Pua, the son of Dodo, the man of Issachar, and he dwelt in Shamir in the mountains of Ephraim. He judged Israel 23 years, and he died and was buried in Shamir. Verse 3, Jair, the next judge. After him arose Jair, a Gileadite, and he judged Israel 22 years. Now he had 30 sons who rode on 30 donkeys. He also had 30 towns, which are called Havoth Jair to this day, which are in the land of Gilead. And Jair died and was buried in Camon. Verse 6, Israel is oppressed again. Then the children of Israel again did evil in the sight of the Lord, and served the Baals and the Ashtoreths and the god of Syria and the gods of Sidon and the gods of Moab and the gods of people of Ammon and the gods of the Philistines. And they forsook the Lord and did not serve him. So the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hands of the Philistines and into the hands of the people of Ammon. For that year they harassed and oppressed the children of Israel for 18 years. All the children of Israel who were on the other side of the Jordan in the land of the Amorites, in Gilead. Moreover, the people of Ammon crossed over the Jordan to fight against Judah, also against Benjamin and against the house of Ephraim, so that Israel was severely distressed. And the children of Israel cried out to the Lord, saying, We have sinned against you, because we have both forsaken our God and served the Baals. So the Lord said to the children of Israel, Did I not deliver you from the Egyptians and from the Amorites and from the people of Ammon and from the Philistines? Also the Sidonians and the Amalekites and the Maonites oppressed you, and you cried out for me, and I delivered you from their hand. Yet you have forsaken me and served other gods, therefore I will deliver you no more. What? He done? Oh gosh. Go and cry out to the other gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in your time of distress. And the children of Israel said to the Lord, "We have sinned. Do not do to us whatever seems best to you. Only deliver us this day, we pray." So they put away their foreign gods from among them and served the Lord, and his soul could no longer endure the misery of Israel. Oh, God was like, I can't endure it. That's so sweet. Then the people of Ammon gathered together and encamped to Gilead, and the children of Israel assembled together and camped in Mizpah. And the people, the leaders of Gilead, said to one another, "Who is the man who will be again the fight against the people of Ammon? He shall be head over all the inhabitants of Gilead." Jephthah. I guess that's the next one. Next judge. All right. Now Jephthah, the Gileadite, by the way, Judges chapter 11. Now Jephthah, the Gileadite, was a mighty man of valor, but he was the son of a harlot, and Gilead begot Jephthah. Gilead's wife bore sons, and when his wife's sons grew up, they drove Jephthah out and said to him, "You shall have no inheritance in our father's house, for you are a son of another woman." Gilead. Now, who is Gilead? I know this, but I am just going to ask. Gilead. Gilead as a person. Oh, descendant of Manasseh. Manasseh, which is um oh, Manasseh, yes. Joseph. So you guys remember Joseph? Joseph is the father of Manasseh. And Jephthah is the son of Gilead. So Gilead's dad is Manasseh. So Gilead's grandpa is Gilead's great grandpa. No, Gilead's grandpa is Joseph. So Jephthah's great grandpa is Joseph. Okay. So now we know. Okay. So then Jephthah fled from his brothers and dwelt into the land of Tob, and worthless men banded together with Jephthah and went out raiding with him. You know, when you get kicked out, you just kind of form a gang. It's like first gang. You're just doing hood rat things. Verse 4. It came to pass after a time that the people of Ammon made war against Israel. So it was when the people of Ammon made war against Israel that the elders of Gilead went to get Jephthah from the land of Tob. And they said to Jephthah, "Come and be our commander, that we might fight against the people of Ammon." So Jephthah said to the elders, So Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "Did you not hate me and expel me from my father's house? Why have you come to me now when you're in distress?" And the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "That is why we have turned again to you now, that you may go with us and fight against the people of Ammon, and to be our head over all the inhabitants of Gilead." So Jephthah said to the elders of Gilead, "So you take me back home to fight against the people of Ammon, and the Lord delivers them to me? Shall I be your head?" And the elders of Gilead said to Jephthah, "The Lord will be a witness between us if we do not do according to your words." Made a vow. Then Jephthah went to the elders of Gilead, and the people made him head and commander over them. And Jephthah spoke all the words before the Lord in Mizpah. Now Jephthah sent messengers to the king of the people of Ammon, saying, "What do you have against me that you have to come fight against me in my land?" And the king of Ammon answered the messengers of Jephthah, "Because Israel took away my land. Then they came up out of Egypt from Arnon as far as the Jabbok and to the Jordan. Now therefore restore those lands peacefully." Bro, we are still fighting over some land out there. I mean, you You would think it in 2026 that we would understand that nothing we have stays, right? Like the earth is temporary, you know? Anyways. So Jephthah again sent messengers to the king of the people of Ammon and said to them, thus saith Jephthah, Israel did not take away the land of Moab, nor the land of the people of Ammon. For when Israel came up out of Egypt, they walked through the wilderness as far as the Red Sea and came to Kadesh. When Israel sent messengers to the king of Edom, saying, please let me pass through your land, but the king of Edom did not heed. And in like manner, they sent the king of Moab that he would not consent. So Israel remained in Kadesh. And when they went along through the wilderness and bypassed the land of Edom and the land of Moab, came to the middle east of the land of Moab and encamped to the other side of Arnon, but they did not enter the border of Moab, for the Arnon was the border of Moab. Then Israel sent messengers to Sihon, king of Amorites, king of Heshbon, and Israel said to them, please let us pass through your land and into our place. But Sihon did not trust Israel to pass through his territory. So Sihon gathered all his people together, encamped at Jahaz, and fought against Israel. And the Lord king of Israel delivered Sihon and all the people into the hand of Israel, and they defeated him. Thus Israel gained possession of the land of the Amorites who inhabited that country. So basically, they're like, hey, we're just trying to pass through. And they're like, nah, we're going to fight you. And then they're like, I guess we're going to fight back and probably take your land. So is that how it went down? Dang. And now the Lord God of Israel has dispossessed the Amorites from before his people Israel. Should you not then possess it? Will you not possess whatever Shemash your God gives you to possess? So whatever the Lord our God takes possession of before us, we will possess. And now, are you any better than Balak, the son of Zippor, the king of Moab? Did he ever strive against Israel? Did he ever fight against them? While Israel dwelt in Heshbon and villages, in Arbor of his villages, and in all the cities of the banks of Arnon for 300 years, why did you not recover them within that time? Therefore, I have not sinned against you, but you wrong me by fighting against me. May the Lord the judge render judgment this day between the children of Israel and the people of Ammon. However, the king of the people of Ammon did not heed words with which Jephthah sent them. Basically, they're like, that we don't care. We don't care. Just we're gonna fight. Okay. Jephthah's vow and victory. Then the Spirit of the Lord came upon Jephthah, and he passed through Gilead and Manasseh, and passed through Mizpah of Gilead. And from Mizpah of Gilead he advanced toward the people of Ammon. And Jephthah made a vow to the Lord, if you will indeed deliver the people of Ammon into my hands, then it will be whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me when I return to peace in peace from the people of Ammon shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up as a burnt sacrifice. So Jephthah advanced towards the people of Ammon, fought against it, and the Lord delivered them into his hands. And he defeated them from Arabor as far as Minnith, 20 cities, and to Abel Kiramim with a very great slaughter. Thus the people of Ammon were subdued over the children of Israel. Jephthah's daughter. When Jephthah came to his house at Mizpah, there was his daughter coming out to meet him with trembles and dancing, and she was his only child. Besides her, he had neither son nor daughter, with timbrels and dances. And it came to pass when he saw her that he tore his clothes and said, Alas, my daughter, you have brought me very low. You are among those who trouble me. For I have given my word to God, and I cannot go back. So she said to him, My father, if you have given your word to the Lord, do to me according to what has gone out of your mouth, because the Lord has avenged you from your enemies, the people of Ammon. Dang. So oh gosh, Ammon told God, in verse 31, then it will be that whatever comes out of the doors of my house to meet me when I return shall surely be the Lord's, and I will offer it up as a burnt offering. Oh, okay, guys. I'm telling you what. Then she said, Then she said to his father, "Let this thing to be done for me. Let me alone for 2 months, that I may go and wander into the mountains and bewail my virginity, my friends and I." So he said, "Go." And he sent her away for 2 months. And she went with her friends and bewailed her virginity on the mountains. I'm not even sure what that means, but oh my gosh. And it was so at the end of 2 months that she returned to her father, and he carried out his vow with her, which he had vowed. She knew no man, and it became a custom in Israel that the daughters of Israel went 4 days each year to lament the daughter of Jephthah the Gileadite. Gileadite. Y'all, y'all, Judges 11. All right. I'll see you in Judges chapter 12.